Okay, hello guys. So today we're gonna be building a hard obby, like not a hard obby, like it's gonna be we're gonna build an obby in Roblox Studio, and yep. First, let me show you how the let first let me show you how it works. Let me show you how the obby is. I added some extra stuff, so yep. So let's get right on in. Okay, so like I said, I have some extra stuff, but you can see how it works. So yep. So this is so only focus about the part on the extra stuff. Now for this one, it's like that pick and obby thing. Like it's like a pick a path thing. For the other two, you'll just fall over, but for this one, you'll make it. Now then the spear jumps. And then yup, we got there. And then if you want you can put like a little surprise at the end, but I'm not gonna mention that in the video. So I put like a whole big water slide thing with elevators to reach the top. So yep. So let's get started. So the first thing you're gonna need to do is install Roblox Studio. I already installed it, so if you didn't, then you can, then you can then you can go on Google or something to see how to do it. So, so what we, so when you, so basically, what happens when you open Roblox Studio is when what happens when you open Roblox Studio is it'll always show this or this in that or this. In that case, you click here. Then what you do is you click on base plate, and there we go. So that's the base plate. So first what we do is just delete this. Let's delete this. No, what we'll do is delete this, and then we'll insert a part. Find that part. Okay. So there we go. Now what we do is we basically click on the scale tool, and we make it like big enough to like be like a checkpoint for the player to stand on. Oh, you know what? Actually, we don't need to do that part. We can just insert a checkpoint. And then now we can so what we do is we go to model, or you know what we can just do, so we right click on workspace. Oh, hold on, never mind. We click on the plus icon over here, and then you type spawn location, and then that'll insert a spawn location big enough for the player to stand on. Then what we can do to make this kind of black thing go away is we like click it like we basically go here, and we can just say like back or say bottom or whichever one's not visible. You can just choose that. I like to keep it on the bottom so nobody can see it. And plus, if a player falls, then you can see that this is a checkpoint. So then what we can do to like style it is we can change the color. How we do that is we go to spawn location and we search and we find brick color and we can change it to whatever color we want. I'm gonna keep it like kind of like good like green color. And then the material you can like make it like a force field so it looks like kind of like a transparent thing. You can make it grass so like it looks more like grass or I mean glass. You can make it fabric. I'd like to, I think I'd like separately me. I'd like to keep it as neon. Actually no. I'm gonna keep it as plastic. There we go. So there we go. So we got our spawn point, and you see if this is your first time in Roblox or Roblox Studio, you might not know what a checkpoint is. So basically, what it does is when we play the game, when we start off the game or when we die, we spawn back over here. So then what we do is we first create like those jumps. No, those jumps. So what we can do is we can duplicate this and we can move this. Select the move icon. Oh, actually no, we can just we'll just insert a part and we'll go to size and we'll change and now we'll go to size here and we'll copy this size and we'll go back again to size here and we can paste that. So then we'll just copy the position. We'll just copy that and we'll go to the position here and now if you look it'll be like right above here because it couldn't be like exactly there. So anyway, so then what we do is we can basically drag that over here and then we can change the color or first let's duplicate all of them. So I'm gonna keep I'd say I'm gonna keep 6 or let's say 5. Let's make it small enough that the player can actually jump. And plus, to move in Roblox Studio, you can just like when you're not playing the game, you can just use W, S, A, and D. W is to move forward, S is to move backward, A is to move left, and D is to move right. So I'd say I'm gonna keep 4. Sorry about saying 6. And then what we can do is we can change the color. Again, you can keep that on whatever color you want. I'm gonna make this one red. I'm gonna make this one kind of like a bluish color. Yellow. And I won't forget purple. I'm almost with the color purple. And then what we do next, you can if you want to put a checkpoint like in the middle. I'm not going to keep a checkpoint because I want this to be like hard. That's why I said hard obby. Not hard to create, but like hard to play because there are not going to be any checkpoints at all. If you want to put a separate checkpoint over here, then what you can do is duplicate it, but I'm gonna keep it this way, so I'll just insert another part so that Or you know what? I can just duplicate this. And again, I'm going to make this green.
3 o'clock p.m. 77
Oops,
degrees.
sorry, that's my talking clock. So we'll make that. So now we'll make that green again. So yeah. So now what we'll do next is, of course, oh, and first I have to show you how it'll like look. So what, oops. Okay, sorry about this. I forgot to anchor them. That's a common mistake. So what we do is we select all of them, you hold shift and you click on this. Okay. Click on these. And then you can go to home and click on anchor. So now let's wait. Sorry. Ah, there we go. So now we have that and we can play it. So yep. Now next what we'd need to do is we'd need to make those lava jumps. So what we'd do is we'd insert another part. For now I'm just gonna duplicate this. And and then we'll make this one white so they know that it's like, so they think it's safe to walk on until they see the actual stuff. Then we'll scale that enough for us to place the lava jumps. So then what we'd do is we'd insert another part and make that. Oh, first we'll have to move that. We can just say move. And now we can scale it. And then what we'd do is we'd make this brick color. I'm gonna say red. Yeah, really red. And then what we're gonna do is we are going to set the material to neon so it looks like lava. Yeah, that's more shiny. Then next what we're gonna do is we're gonna insert a script. So how we do that is we click on the plus and we click on a script. Now, next, let me just open my other thing. Let me go back to my workspace on the other thing. So, okay, there we go. So basically, we do that. So now, oops, there we go. Okay, now first you can pause the video and figure out, and you can type in this code. Then I'll explain what this means. Okay, so I assume you've paused it already now and done the code. So now this part, this is going to be like kind of like a function. Okay, it's a function saying like if the parent, this is the script, if parent dot touched, so this is the parent of this, so and then dot touched, so if it's touched by something, and then it'll connect, and then function hit. Then if hit, like if the thing, the parent, like if the thing that hit it was Find First Child and it's humanoid, because every player has a humanoid. then it'll hit dot parent break joint. So it'll so break joints is a separate function created by this programming language that makes the player die, basically, because it like makes like the joints are broken. So yep. Now let's test that out. Now the secret way to do it, like so we don't have to play it from the beginning, is we go here, like where we want it to start, and we click on this down arrow and we click on play here. Now let's test it. Okay. Now you see that works, so that's how that is. So now what we'll obviously do is duplicate it because one thing is not enough. So let's move it. Good. And so there we go. And then now what we'll do is we'll duplicate this and we'll put it down and we'll fix that there. And then what we want to do is insert those paths, right? So then what we do is insert another part, and then we can click on that part, and we'll make it a little bit down, and then we'll scale it so that actually it looks like a path, and we'll make that. You can have 2 paths if you want. I'm gonna have 3, or you could have 4 paths if you want. Actually, you know what? You can add more paths if you want, but I'm gonna stick with 2 just so we can get done with this video. Now what you do is we can change this color to, let's say, red. No, not bright red, really red. And what is the material? Plastic, right? Then what we'll do is duplicate this, move it. I'm just gonna stick with 2 for this video, but you can always add more later if you want. Then I'm gonna make this, let's say green. No, let's make it yellow. Now what we'll do is if we want them to fall down, then we'll make the can collide false. So I'm gonna make this one the real one and this one the one that they fall through. So for this one, first I have to check if this is anchored. Oops, I have to anchor both of them. To anchor this too. And this, no, this doesn't have to be anchored because it's not gonna fall through or something. Anchor just means it's gonna stay there, like doing nothing. Like it's gonna do stuff, but it's not gonna like move ever. It's just gonna like stay there like frozen. Otherwise, like if I didn't anchor these, then they would just fall down because there's nothing to hold them up. But for these lava things, this is holding them up, so we don't need those to be anchored. So what we do it for this yellow one, or for whichever one that you think that you wanted to like, you want them to fall through, you can search can collide, and you're gonna set that to false. Now if we play it here, let me show you quickly. If we walk on here, it's gonna work. If we walk through here, we just fall through. So yep. And then what we'll do next is we'll again insert this. We'll drag it. Oopsies. And now we'll drag that. And we'll put that. We have to make sure they're a little up, like always. And then this one a little on the bottom, so that at least they get some kind of hint. So yeah, what I like to do. And then last, what we do is insert the spherical jumps. If you don't know how to insert spheres, then this will be a good lesson for you too. So like not only creating game, but like also like putting a lesson. So what we do is we click on like the drop down of part, and we say sphere. Now what we do is we can. Oh, first what we have to do is anchor them. Keep forgetting about anchoring stuff. Then what we'll do is scale it. I'll move it a little there and a little here, and then we'll scale it. Yep, and now at this point it's big enough for the players to jump on them. So now what we do is we'll duplicate it, Command D or Control D if you're on the Windows computer. So now we'll put this down, and then we'll duplicate it again. And then what you might want to do this time is you might want to like put it in a different spot so it's harder for them to get on, like maybe a little to the right. You might want to make this a little to the right so it's hard for them. Okay, maybe a little too much to the right. Now then we'll duplicate that again, and we'll put that. And then what we'll do is we'll make that again this way. And then what we'll do is if you want to insert one more, that's fine, but I'm not going to insert any more after that. And this time we'll make it a little down so that they're like, oh no, there's nothing. What if I jump in the wrong place? But they're jumping in the right place, and we'll make that a little closer so that people don't like get frustrated and they stop the Obby. Just kidding. We're gonna make that way closer. Yeah, there we go. Now what we can do is we can put the finish line, and can duplicate this, and then what we can do is then we'll put this here, and we'll make this a little bigger. Like the victory place should be a little bigger, right? Oopsies. Wait. And we'll do this. So now that's a little bigger, and now we can move it back. And now what we'll do is we'll make it such that what I like to do is when I don't know how to actually do code stuff like an overhead UI, then what I do is I go to the toolbox, and I just what I like to do is like I've done something before on my earlier thing. Search police, and you look. Oh well. Just police. Mm. Anyway, let's let me just get something from here. let me just, and then we'll, okay, so now what we'll do is, let's just, we'll just copy this. Okay. Oh, and plus, fine. Oh, I can copy the script in this. Search up. I'll just search up the script. Right, that's the animator. So, Sterny scripts. Mesh part. Let me see. Let me go back to my recent ones. Research officer. Oh, what if I copy this? I'm just gonna see if this is the correct one. Yep, this is the correct one. So anyway, you just get that by searching officer and then do police officer by Snakes on Crack. Now, what you do is we'll go back down and we'll put this among, and then what we'll do is we'll just looking for, where is that? So let me just look for the script. Anyway, you don't need the, okay, so what you do is get this police officer. I'm just putting a police officer because he's the only one I found who has an overhead GUI. Can watch a separate video on how to make an overhead GUI, but now let's just put this guy over here. And let's make this guy anchored like fully. Okay. And this guy, what we'll do is just type the text we want the overhead GUI to be the top. So you could say any like winners thing. I'm just gonna say congrats, you completed the obby. And then you see that you find this overhead GUI, and then you don't have to do this part, but the user is going to be pretty tired after this no checkpoint obby. So then what we do is we'll, okay, let me just go back. Now what we'll do is we'll just go back to this. We can say vending machine. Let me just see this. Is it the correct one? Yep. So it's ultimate vending machine. This is the one, ultimate vending machine, and it's by One Boom Bada Boom 1. So what we'll do is we'll insert that. Yeah, yep. And what we'll first need to do is we need to make this bigger. Scale this. I mean, it'd be useless if we make this one smaller. Okay, let's make it good enough to sustain this. Okay, because we really should put a difference between the police officer and a vending machine. Just, oops. You must be tired. Yep. And then what we'll do is here is a vending machine. Oops. And then what we can do is we can, like, we need to show where the vending machine is for like some reason, I don't know. So what we'll do is first we'll insert another part. This yeah, this should be no. What we'll do is insert a block part, and what we'll do is we'll and let's scale it. And what we'll also do is make it like a really thin. Yeah, and we'll make transparency to 1, so it's not visible. And now let's go to images. And we're gonna search arrow. I think this arrow looks good. Okay, so that's that. Maybe we can make this a little bigger. And we're gonna make can collide is equal to false, so they don't feel anything. And then what we'll do is we'll duplicate this and we'll select this and we'll okay, and now we'll make like a curved arrow. Hold on, wait. And hold on, first what we'll do is we'll have to insert another part. We'll just duplicate this. And now what we'll do is we'll go here and we'll delete this arrow decal. And what we'll do is here, and then what we'll do is we'll rotate this and oops, we might need to take this a little further. And then what we'll do is we'll rotate this. Anyway. Okay, first what we might need to do for now is we'll make this like really big. And then what we'll do is rotate it. Oops, nope, that didn't help. Let's see if the rotation even works. Oh right, actually, you know what? I might be thinking that we don't need that. We don't need this arrow. I mean, like it's already pointing. Instead, we can just duplicate this, and now we can move this. Oops. Go to select, and then we'll rotate this. Oops. I have an idea. We'll just duplicate this. And for this, we'll take out this arrow. Oops. There we go. Wrong way. Rotate it again, and now we'll. Getting. Yep, there we go. And now there we have our thing. So if we say play, then we can play our game. And then here, okay, uh, uh. Okay, you completed the obby. You must be tired. Here's the vending machine. All right, make them non-visible. Their transparency is one. Well, maybe we don't make them transparent. We'll do that later. But we'll make them green. So there, today. So then what we do is maybe we can get some witch's brew. Nice. You know, if you've had to play it with me, like, I'm not saying for any like strangers, like if if Aubrey and Mikey are doing this, then if Aubrey and Mikey are here watching this video, then you guys know how much I love Fanta. So I'm gonna go get myself Fanta. Is this like nice? Red Bull is so awesome. Ugh. What happens if I jump? Ugh. I declip that I'm still really fast. So what happens if I drink this? Well, Red Bull. Red Bull. Anyway, let's go get myself a 7-Up. Is this gonna give me? Is this making me extra slow? What happens if I drink this? Okay, that didn't make me extra. Oh boy, shit! Look at this. Oh, and also you should get a Slurpee sometime. Slurpee, Slurpee. Oops. Maybe it's out of battery or something. Slurpee. Now we can. Forgot to order bottle. Oops. Maybe can have some crush. Oops. Not able to get my drinks anymore. Maybe. Hold on, I'm just gonna see if this vending machine actually works. If we do it for too long. Just see, play here again. So let's see. Let's see if Slurpee works. Slurpee. What about Fanta? Okay, we might need to like re-get this. Oh right, like we have to like go hard, like really hard for ourselves some Slurpee. Ugh. Yeah, you think we should? Okay, first we have to fix. Oops, sorry. First we have to fix this error. We will make this transparency to 0, but we will make its color a split color, and we'll make it really like bright green. Oops. Oh, this brick color is shamrock. Search shamrock. Shamrock. You know what? I'm just gonna try something. I'm going to copy the color. Now it's like it's almost not visible. And now let's test it, see if it works. Means the decal. Oopsies. Oh, right, it's too thin. Then in that case, we'll make it like really. Okay, let's make this a little thicker, but we'll make can collide false. So, and you know what? I think we should make it like a good like thing that like it shows in the middle of the player. Okay, now let's try. Play here. Maybe it was too thin. Or no. Or I know. These are not supposed to be. These are images, right? Then we don't need these. Yeah. instead we'll literally search in models for arrow. Like, so it's like an actual thing. Ah, finally. And we really need to scale this up. First, yep. Now let's scale it like up like a lot. Actually, no, we'll make it this. And we'll make it this way. Anyway. And now what we can do is we can like literally like make it super cool. And now now it looks like that. And now now that's that, and good job. We're finished with our obby. Now you don't have to do the video for this. Like, I mean, like, you can stop the video now because we're finished. So yep. So now I can. So I hope you had a good time on this, and I hope you got all stuff working. If not, then comment down below. And also in the next video, when I'm going to do the next video, I'm going to tell you about the extra stuff you can put. Now don't forget to like the video and subscribe. And plus I have my own website. If you're having trouble at subscribing, you can just go to jp.fireballtechnologies.com and go to subscribe on the nav bar, navigation bar, and then you can click subscribe and you can see all the rest of my videos. And don't forget to like the video. Bye!